to keep us from knowing. So they come up with different type of confusion and different stuff to stir up nonsense. And I'm just let this play, and I'm gonna get
Jamaicans go to Jamaica. Hondurians go to Honduras. Africans don't even say they're African. They say Kenyan, Nigerian, Zimbabwean, wherever they from, you feel me? Every nationality ties to a landmass. Chinese go to China. Japanese go to Japan. You feel me? Puerto Ricans go to Puerto Rico. You feel me? Swedish go to Sweden. You feel me? And now that we've eliminated pretty much everybody, who is from America? I need to know who is from America. Now they got this one nationality that got their name changed like 4 or 5 times, from Negro, colored, African American, black, and nobody stopped to question why none of these names tied to a landmass.
And see, Esau is very crafty, and the heathens have done business with them. This book of Psalms 83:2, it says, "For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against our people and consulted against our hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembered." That's why people don't know where they come from or who they are. They always say they this and that and all this other stuff, but they really don't tie back to their actual heritage, their actual landmass. But that's changing though, and Esau's scared. Esau spooked up. They shook up, so they try to do all type of shit. And my woman, she sent a video the other day, and the lady was in Greenland, and she was like, "We're not white." She's like, "I'm colored. I actually have melanin," or something she said like that. And you got our people scattered everywhere, man. So Esau, to coordinate that and orchestrate what they want to orchestrate, they want to put that C-hip in people, so they can know who's who and where you at and what you're doing and all this other shit. And if they feel like you ain't part of their program, what you want to be a part of, Salakia, if they feel like you're not a part of their program and with their curriculum, so to speak, then they're just going to be ready to X you out. They put it in the movies. They show the plans before they execute their plans. That's just how Esau do. Let me read on to verse 5. It says, "For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, Ammon, Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre." That's why these other nations hate us like that, because a lot of them know who we are. Now you have some of them, they understand like, hey, if I be peaceful with these people and try to bless them, I'm gonna get blessed too, because they understand what them scriptures say in the book of Deuteronomy. But yeah, the other ones, they still have that hatred, because that's just in them. So they gonna feel a certain type of way continually until we back in power. And then when we back in power, they still gonna feel some type of way, but it's gonna be different then, because we really gonna be in power right now. And Most High has us in this state right now for a lesson and just for a season. And the season really wasn't that long. It seemed like it was a long time though. But Esau tab been stacking up and racking up, and they get ready to get their judgment. Now, you read down, it says, "Assyria also is joined with them. They are hoping the children of Lot Salah, doing to them as to the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin at the brook of Kison." Now, let me read down some more. Now, verse 12. Now, you have to look at these scriptures and these questions and think about who did this and to who they did it to. It says, "Who let us take ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession." Now, who said that? Salakia said, who said, "Let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession"? Who did that? And they still doing that to this day. They want to possess our people. It says, "Oh my God, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burning for wood, and as the flames that set up the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yeah, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that whose name alone is not Jehovah, it's Yahweh." When you look at the ancient name, it's Yahweh, or the Most High over all the earth. And they know that name. They don't want us to know the name. They put out Yahweh and all this other stuff. They don't want us to know the name. But the Most High put it out for us to know what we're supposed to know. And he put a spirit on certain men to help teach others know what we're supposed to know, as back in ancient times. And now, you got Esau scrambling around trying to do all they can to offset this prophecy, but It's too late, Esau. Your jig is up. Your time is coming to an end. And, the elect have obtained that which they are seeking for. So I just want to bring this out around. Watch this out as edifying. Call all y'all about